We are now on to closing arguments in the Crumbley trial. The defense resting after Jennifer Crumbley is grilled by Oakland County prosecutors on cross today. And it turns out Jennifer Crumbley will be the only person to testify in her defense.
Yeah, that's right. We have a lot for you this afternoon, including the defense declining to call Crumbley's parents, which means each side will present closing statements, and then this will go to the jury. Sean Lay was in the courtroom, and Sean, testimony is over, but not before Crumbley endured a testy cross-examination.
Absolutely. Lots of cross-examination, lots of questions for Assistant Prosecutor Mark Keys to directly ask. At long last, asked Jennifer Crumbley about a number of things she testified to yesterday. And we continue to learn more things about this case. Let me take you right inside the courtroom here. This morning, prosecutors revealing new evidence in the case that Jennifer Crumbley had many other interests that did not involve her son. She said she spent $20,000 in 2021 on care for her 2 horses. Prosecutors dropping another bombshell that not only was Jennifer Crumbley meeting up with a man for an extramarital affair, something Crumbley admitted to earlier this week, Crumbley was on the site Adult Friend Finder, where there's evidence that she spent her time and energy trying to set up more encounters with other people she was involved with the guy she was also involved with. What about that math worksheet she was presented with the day of the shooting? November 30th, 2021. Disturbing drawings and messages from her son. That's a meeting she described as yesterday as nonchalant.
What about the thoughts won't stop, help me? Did that ring out to you?
Yes, that was what was concerning to me.
Blood everywhere, and there's a bullet. And actually, you were the one who bought the bullets on November the 27th.
Correct.
You later came to learn that those bullets were used in the shooting.
I did.
Okay. So you said yesterday it was a little concerning. Yet, you told your husband, emergency in all caps.
Correct. That's why I left to go to the school, and I texted him.
And he wrote back, my God, WTF.
Back here live, the last word from Assistant Prosecutor Mark Keist, that Jennifer Crumbley, he says, could have been with her son after that critical meeting just moments before the school shooting in Oxford. The day of the shooting, she could have been with her. Crumbley said she could have been with her son. Keist said, but you were not. And she said, nope. That was the last word of testimony. Now on to closing arguments. We don't know, Priya and Jason, exactly when they will begin. We're right here covering them for you, though. We're live today. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Sean. And we are streaming this trial all day on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. And we'll be back up as soon as there's any movement inside that courtroom. New into the newsroom, a 54-year-old Roseville man is now charged, accused of killing a roommate over food. You're looking at Mark Newsom. He was arraigned yesterday on second-degree murder for the death of 72-year-old Dale Mitchell. Investigators say Newsom punched Mitchell several times in the head, killing him. He'll be back in court on the 14th.
A father of 6 is hospitalized in a medically induced coma after being attacked by a group of dogs.
The man also had to have his arm amputated. 3 dogs attacked Harold Phillips Monday night as he was walking home on Detroit's west side. Animal Control says the 3 pit bull mixes somehow escaped their fenced-in yard. The dogs were euthanized, and the owners received citations from Animal Control. If you'd like to help this family, just visit clickondetroit.com.
The issue of healthy food in schools happening today at Eastern Market. Senator Debbie Stabenow, along with the USDA, taking part in this meetup, as are parents, some school officials, and nutrition experts. They're discussing how to work on the relationship between local farmers and schools.
Michigan is this unbelievable producers of fruits and vegetables, so we want to make sure schools can buy from their local farmers. It will be fresh, healthier, more nutritious, and more importantly, delicious. And that's really part of what we want to do, is get local food to local families.
One topic brought up during this discussion is the need for school equipment grants and making sure schools have the equipment needed to serve and store fresh and healthy food from Michigan farmers.
As of today, the University of Michigan is allowing alcohol sales at Chrysler Center as well as Yost Arena. Starting with tonight's wrestling match in Chrysler Center, attendees can grab a drink at upcoming hockey and basketball games. The Board of Regents approved alcohol sales back in October. Fans must, of course, show their ID, and they'll be limited to 2 drinks per person.
A crisis care center for kids is closing. The Children's Center of Wayne County announcing on its Facebook page it'll no longer be offering crisis intervention services. The center is located on Alexandrine in Midtown. While it's offering other services, it says families facing an emergency should call 911 or contact New Oakland's Crisis Intensive Stabilization Services at 877-800-1650.
More scholarships will be available to deserving Detroit students thanks to the Rosa Parks Scholarship Foundation. The late civil rights leader's birthday is coming up, and the foundation has recently announced now that the scholarships have increased to $2,500 per student this year.
Sturgeon season has been canceled because of thin ice on Black Lake. It's Michigan's shortest fishing season, last year lasting just 22 minutes. During a normal fishing season, people can catch one lake sturgeon, and they have to report it immediately to DNR personnel on the ice. But obviously the thin ice causing the cancellation of that. The DNR is also concerned about the excessive harvest and the inability to track those, since limited people will be able to monitor on the ice.
Happening tomorrow, a free information and resource event in Hazel Park. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Family Resource Extravaganza and Chili Cook-Off will take place at Hazel Park Junior High, while their families can get resources from the YMCA, Michigan Works, United Way, the Hazel Park Recreation Center, and the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. There are also activities for kids, plus free haircuts, flu and COVID vaccines, and you can vote for the best chili in Hazel Park. And the Detroit Boat Show has cruised into Huntington Place this weekend. You can check out hundreds of boats, marinas, and more. There will also be live music and a special fun zone for kids, and all of that fun runs through Sunday. Yeah, interesting. We're thinking boating season already, huh?
Well, that video they showed from the Sturgeon made you probably think about boating a little bit.
I mean, with the ice so thin.
And now there's no ice on the river, so we might see a few boats out there. Well, by the way, it is also Groundhog Day.
It's Ashley's favorite day.
Her favorite day.
Again and again.
We check in with the most famous weatherman. That'd be Ashley.
I am a woman.
Yes.
Meteorologist.
Meteorologist.
Yes. I mean, at least you didn't call me weather girl. I mean, meteorologist. Yeah. Yeah, so today is Groundhog Day, and as we have been looking, Woody the Woodchuck predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Boo. But yeah, as we kind of see how he stacked up, or she stacked up, because Woody's actually a girl, with the other groundhogs across the country, all the other ones have been predicting an early spring. So we'll have to see if Woody's accuracy rate will hold up. Check out this My Pick photo, though. This one's from Michael in West Bloomfield, of this little guy out there. So they're kind of cute, aren't they? Yeah, as long as they're not telling us we have 6 more weeks of winter. As we look at sky conditions out there, we've held on to the cloud cover. You can start to see how those clouds are breaking a little bit from Pontiac to Mount Clemens. So trying to break apart that cloud cover, but we are above average at this hour. We're in the low to mid 30s. And as we plan out the rest of your day, we will be rising into the upper 30s this afternoon. But clouds will be clearing, and you can follow it on our Forewarned Weather app. If you haven't downloaded it, do so today for free. Not only do you track radar, precipitation, temperatures, but we have a lot of great features, including the cloud cover one, so you can see when sun shines in your neighborhood.